Welcome, welcome friends. Welcome to this new moon in Pisces, almost. We're almost there. Technically the new moon is tomorrow. We're celebrating today because it's Friday and I wanted to do it on Friday rather than Saturday because I like taking the weekends off. You know what I mean? I do. So grab yourself some tea or some water, my loves. And as a reminder, we will be starting with a ritual tonight with a little embodiment and a ritual. So make sure you've got some room to move. Make sure you've got a piece of paper and a marker or a pen. And then you are welcome to use for the sound bath noise canceling headphones for this whole thing if you want to. That is optional. You're also welcome to use, once we get into the sound bath, any props, so blankets or bolsters under your knees or cushions or pillows or whatever, eye mask, whatever you need to really drop in and be comfortable. Welcome everyone, welcome. I would love to hear from you in the chat. I would love to hear where you're coming from. And I like to start with one word for the scope of your day up until now, and one word for your energy in this moment that we're joining hearts together in this alternate cyber time and space. And, you know, I'm so grateful for it. I really am. I'm so grateful to have this form of communication with you all, right? We would all be pretty lonely about now if it weren't for this. Oh, hi Deva, love. So good to see you. So happy you're here. My beautiful sister Deva's here. She sells these amazing crystal tones, crystal bowls, which I'm going to be playing a couple tonight. So if these really tantalize you and you want to get some, reach out to me and I'll put you in touch with my beautiful sister Deva here. Hi Annie from Tahoe. Beautiful. Hola Carla. ¿Qué tal tu día? So good to see you, love. Sarah. Hi, love. Aw. Oh my gosh, Sarah's joining us from a nice hot bath. Yes! Wow, that makes me so happy. Maggie, clouds. Yeah, clouds. Yeah, that would be a good time for me to insert a disclaimer right now, which is I can tell you about 20 minutes ago, I was sitting here getting ready and a huge thunderstorm hit. Hail started coming down, this huge thunderclap, and then my Wi-Fi went out and I was like, well, maybe this is going to end up being an equinox sound bath instead of a new moon sound bath. So it seems to have calmed outside, but you know, Mama Nature, Pachamama's in charge. I'm not in charge. So if by some chance during tonight's call, let's hope, Goddess forbid, but if for some reason that Mother Nature deems necessary, my Wi-Fi goes out, there will be a part 2 and we'll just circle back and we'll do an equinox part B. Hopefully that won't be the case, but just so y'all know, I want to give you that disclaimer. Yeah, hail and happiness. That's right, Britta. That's right. Hi, Carrie. Wow, thank you for joining with a bunch of your amazing ladies. That's fantastic. I love that. Hi, Karen Love. So good to see you. Gillian from Asheville. Thanks for being with us. You're getting into the later part of your evening. That's beautiful. And you pulled an archetype card for Storm. Okay. Well, you know, tonight is all about planting seeds. So we obviously we're getting a blessing. We're getting a rain blessing for our seed planting. Hi, Swan. Thank you so much for being here, love. Tender. Yes. Sleepy and open. Beautiful. That's a perfect place for a ritual. Hi, Mac from the Mesa. Hey, Chelsea from Sonoma. Beautiful. Okay. Feeling incredibly hopeful. Yes. Yes, I like that. Me too. Me too. So, welcome, everyone. It is truly a delight and an honor and a pleasure to be with you. Is my sound okay? Can everyone hear me all right? Hopefully, yes. I've got a little mic here. If at any point tonight you can't hear me or the sound gets strange, feel free to just type in the chat. I'll be watching for it. So for those of you who I haven't met before in person, my name is Britta GreenViolet, and I'm so happy that you're here. I have been offering these new moon ritual and sound baths every month, and they're really a delight for me. I'm deeply enjoying this offering. It feels like such a beautiful way to connect my heart with Mother Nature and my heart with your heart and our heart with Mother Nature, and all breathe together from the same set of these beautiful earthly lungs and honor the new moon. And you know, the new moon, I feel like the full moon gets a lot of credit because, you know, she's blingy. She's bright, really like blinding and spellbinding, and wow, the wow factor of the full moon. And I love the full moon. And I have to say that there's something for me really potent and magical about the darkness of the new moon. And it could be because I am a total geek for stargazing, so I always love when there's a clear sky and a new moon. You can see the stars so much more clearly. And I also love the symbolism of the new moon. And we'll get a little bit more into that, but in brief, the full moon is the time of releasing. It's the time of letting go. It's the fullness of the cycle and like then back down again. Whereas the new moon, it's like we are this beautiful empty bowl of a vessel just waiting for blessings and intentions and visions and dreams to fill up that beautiful bowl. And so tonight, our theme is seeds of plenty, and we are going to be watering those seeds for the springtime. We're almost at the spring equinox. So this is also a really special new moon because it's our final new moon of the winter. So we're gonna really swim in this beautiful last little bit of hibernating energy. And next time I see you, we will be in the spring and we'll have our first new moon of the spring. But we're not there yet. So let's stay grounded and centered and present and come back to this moment where I was introducing myself. I'm Britta GreenViolet, and many of you know me from lots of different places because I wear lots of different hats. So you might know me from my choir, the Encourage Chorus here in Santa Barbara, California. You might know me from my mindfulness health coaching work. You might know me from my ritual ceremonial work. Who knows? You might have gotten onto my mailing list or found one of my free gifts out there on the internet and landed in my community. And however you got here, I'm so grateful that you're here. Okay, Max says she lost audio. Chelsea says still has audio. Does everyone else still have audio? Hopefully we're still on. Yeah, okay, good. So my work, I mentioned that I've been in health coaching, and I want to say really briefly and simply that my work is in a big metamorphosis right now. I've been in a cocoon. I'm just starting to like break out of my little cocoon. My wings are all drippy, and I am emerging into this new space of really claiming my work as a voice and vision mentor. And what that means is that I help humans, I help men and women and adult humans who are passionate and excited and feeling courageous to explore the edges of their expression, of how they express themselves, and really walk their truest path toward their greatest vision in their life. And it feels really exciting. It feels like it's the work I've always been doing, and I'm really giving myself full permission to do it. So I'm really delighted and feel like these new moon offerings really fit so beautifully in that part of using my voice, encouraging you. If you don't know, I'm also a musician and a singer and a sound maker. So you're going to get some really beautiful sounds tonight. And at the end of tonight's offering, I'm also really excited to share with you a brand new group juicy experience that I have cooked up. And actually, I haven't cooked it up. It just dropped into my consciousness. So I am bringing it through. I'm midwifing it from spirit, from the beyond, and I'm really excited to share with you. So I hope that you'll stay till the end so that you can hear all about that. And I'm offering some super juicy bonuses for you all. You're the first ones to hear about it. So stay tuned. So tonight we are in the new moon. This is the archetypal winter. It happens once a month. It is, as I said, the time to hit the refresh button, to hit the reset button, to really re-envision what is it that I want? What is it that I want to feed? What am I nourishing in my life? So I would love to invite you now, before we even start to dive in, to take a snapshot of how you feel. And I know a lot of you typed in the chat. So just noticing, I like to do a before and an after. So noticing before our ritual and our sound bath, how you feel in your body, how your heart feels, how your nervous system feels, the state of your mind. We are at the end of a week, and maybe for some of us it was an intense week. This has been a very intense couple weeks for me. I'll just totally openly, vulnerably share, because that's what I'm all about. I lost one of my, I didn't lose, actually. I don't like that language around death, because I know exactly where she went. We don't actually lose anybody. A very dear beloved to me, a teacher of mine, passed several weeks ago, and I've been in a really deep grief wonderland. And it's been rich and illuminating and painful and beautiful, and I'm so grateful. Really, I'm so grateful for having access to my feelings and saying yes to them. And I feel I want to share that really just as being a permissionary, first and foremost, that wherever you are tonight, you don't have to be showing up here unicorns and rainbows and sparkles, right? You please come as you are and be real and be here and be with us. Bring your whole self. You belong. Recently, I heard a quote from Adrienne Marie Brown, who I'm currently obsessed with, who said, "Even on my worst of days, I still belong." And I just went, yeah, yes, even on my worst of days, I still belong. That's right. So tonight we are going to explore some themes around belonging, because it's really alive for me, and I feel like it's always a really, really deep theme. And as I was looking into this new moon in Pisces, what was really coming up were themes around insecurities and feeling like we fall short, that voice that is constantly criticizing us and telling us we're not enough and we're not doing well enough and we can be doing better, and look at that person over there, like look at what they're doing. And we get really lost there. We can get really, really lost there. So tonight, the invitation for you and for me together is to notice where we're giving our power over to those voices, and to notice where there's a passive attitude of life happening to us. And then to start using these really beautiful imaginal waters of Pisces energy to nourish these seeds of abundance and of radical belonging. So let's do a little bit of embodiment, just a little bit before we get into our ritual tonight. So I invite you to sit up if that feels okay. You're welcome to stand up too if you feel energized. And we're just going to do a little stretching. So bring your arms over your head. Maybe close your eyes. You can interlace your fingers and press your palms up toward the sky. And find a little movement in your rib cage. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Taking whatever movement feels good. Doesn't have to be what I'm doing. If you want to make a sound, yeah. Yes. And then bring your hands down to your knees and let's start to take some big round circles with the ribs, with the core. So arching back as if you're doing sort of a seated cat-cow, and then rounding to one side, coming forward, pulling the chest forward, pulling the shoulders gently back. Don't over effort. There's nothing to over effort here. You don't need to try. Simply listen to your body. Keep breathing and start moving in some big, slow, juicy circles. Feeling both your sits bones rooted into the ground. And simply listening to your breath. Listening to the soundtrack of your beautiful breath. Your beloved breath. The breath that helps us remember that we do belong. We belong in these bodies on this earth. We belong to life. It's no accident that you're here. And switch directions. A couple more deep breaths. And then let's do a few pulling of the shoulders up and really pull them up. Find some tension there. And then on the exhale, drop them down and let everything fall with gravity. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Big inhale and exhale, relax. And one more time. And big exhale. Yeah, give yourself a little shake. A little shake, 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 shake. Beautiful. All right, my love. So we are going to roll into our ritual of remembrance. That's what we are doing tonight, a ritual of remembrance. So I would love for you to grab a piece of paper. Hopefully you've got one ready. And you're going to be writing in 3 different columns. So you can draw a line, just make thirds, or you can fold your paper into thirds so that you have 3 distinct sections. And in this very first column, I'm going to invite you to grab your writing instrument And I'm going to give you 3 prompts. And these are all going to be in that first left-hand column. So I'll give you the first prompt, I'll give you a moment to write, then I'll give you the second, and then I'll give you the third, and then we'll go from there. So, the very first question. I feel insecure about... Finishing that sentence, it could be one thing, it could be several things. I feel insecure about. No one's going to see this but you, so gift yourself your raw truth. In this moment, maybe even on this day, in this particular era of your life, I feel insecure about. Moving on to our second question. And this is still in the first column, so just writing below what you already wrote. My insecurities flare up when... My insecurities flare up when... Completing that sentence. Letting whatever wants to bubble to the surface rise up. Giving it permission to be there. And the third inquiry. I sometimes wish I was more still in the first column, 3 inquiries. This is the third one. I sometimes wish I was more in case you need to see those prompts again, I just put them in the chat. Taking another 30 seconds, finishing up. If there's any other tingles of thoughts that are coming through, write them down. And then, beloved, feel free to put down your pen for a moment and take a moment to simply glance over what you wrote, taking it in. This is not an invitation to judge. This is simply observing what you wrote. And then I'm going to invite you to go ahead and close your eyes and take a nice tall seat. Feeling the length in your spine, surrendering your shoulders to gravity, feeling length in the back of your neck. And take a nice full breath with your eyes closed, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in this space, we are going to call in your circle of care. And I want you to begin by simply observing yourself. Feel yourself sitting right where you are. And one by one, we are inviting in your circle of care to come be with you during this ritual. And start with any close beloveds in your life who feel like true allies, who feel like true cheerleaders, who you know without a doubt have your best interest at heart, the ones who you would trust with your life. See them in your mind's eye and envision them as they come to stand, not in front of you, but behind you, close to you, in a little arc. Next, we'll invite in any of your teachers, any of your mentors, your muses, your inspirations, those who have changed you, have changed your life with their wisdom and their teachings. We invite them, welcome. We invite them into your circle of care as they form the next ring of this arc behind you and out to the sides. See their faces. Maybe slightly upturn the corners of your lips in acknowledgement of their presence. Feel them with you, here and now. Next, we invite in any of your ancestors who wish you well. We invite in the ancestors who are watching over you and who come with love in their hearts. We welcome the ancestors wishing us well, and we feel their presence in the circle of care as they form yet another ring, arcing behind us and out to the sides. And we feel this beautiful web of support behind us. And next, we invite any deities, any beloveds from the beyond, any spirit mentors, teachers, those not in human form, ascended masters, anyone who resonates with you. I welcome in Kuan Yin, holding her vase, her vase of compassion. And I welcome Green Tara here to support us in releasing fear and anxiety. And I welcome Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. Thank you for being with us. And I'd like to welcome any children in your lives, any children, any of the young ones who bring joy and rainbows of light into your life, inviting them to come and sit at your feet, bringing their innocence, their beginner's mind, their childlike joy and play and curiosity. And finally, let's welcome your animal allies as well. Inviting them to come join this beautiful circle of care, arcing around you. Maybe these are beloved pets, maybe these are winged ones from the sky realms. Feeling their energy, welcoming them into your circle. And in this moment, I invite you to take another few deep breaths and simply look with your inner eye around you. Look at the support that you have gathered here. This is the support of someone who belongs. Feeling them behind you. Feel their strength, feel their love. Feel how proud they are of who you have become, all that has transpired, all that you have walked through in this life. And feel how much trust they have in you at your ability to overcome any obstacle. Take that in. You don't have to be devoid of fear. And let yourself receive the strength of this circle of care that is always with you. Always with you. And take one more big deep breath, maybe smiling. Breathing their love into your heart, into your every cell. And then letting them still be there in this liminal realm, slowly fluttering open your eyes, coming back to this space, allowing them to still be there, just beyond the veil of what you can see. And with this newfound strength and clarity coming from your circle of care, I invite you to return to your paper And we're going to move to the second column. And for each thought that you wrote down, I invite you to write, in giving power over to this belief, this insecurity, this shortcoming, what have I forgotten? What have I forgotten? When I give power over to this insecurity, this belief that I am not enough, what have I forgotten? What am I forgetting? Don't think, let it come from your circle of care. They are right there. They're right there with you. Ask them, what have I forgotten? What am I forgetting? Taking another moment to address each one in the second column. What have I forgotten? And in the third and final column, what would my circle of care have me remember? What would my circle of care have me remember about myself, about my worth, about my abilities? What would your circle of care have you remember? From here, dear ones, please continue to write as long as you need to. And we are going to transition into the sound bath. So write until you're complete. And when you feel complete, please come onto the floor, come onto your back, relax your body. Breathing in the remembrance. And as you complete your thoughts and you come onto your back, I welcome you to thank your circle of care. Give them your gratitude. And allow them to continue on their way, departing for now, remembering that they are always available to you. They are always simply waiting for you to call to them. They will always help you remember who you are and where you came from. Comes to remember we're healing the world one heart at a time. One by one, everyone comes to remember we're healing the world one heart at a time. One by one, everyone comes to remember we're healing the world one heart at a time. One by one, everyone comes to remember. One by one, everyone comes to remember. One by one, everyone comes to remember we're healing the world one heart at a time. One by one, everyone comes to remember we're healing the world one heart at a time. One by one, everyone comes to remember we're healing the world one heart at a time. One by one, everyone comes to remember. One by one, everyone comes to remember. One by one, everyone comes to remember. Times to remember. that your loving is a miracle. How deeply you are connected to your soul. 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 How could anybody ever tell you that you're anything less than beautiful? How could anybody ever tell you that you're anything less than whole? How could anybody fail to notice that your love, it is a miracle? How deeply you are connected to your soul. How deeply you are connected to your soul. How deeply you are connected to your soul. How deeply you are connected to your taking a deep breath. Relaxing deeper down into the earth. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. Hide, 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 hide. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. I die, 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 die. Taking a slow, deep, calming breath into your belly. Inviting fresh oxygen to enter your lungs. Bless your bloodstream. Maybe finding a small curve at the sides, corners of your lips. Taking a moment of gratitude. We're alive. We are alive. This joy, this grief, this delight, this play, this curiosity, these sorrows, these painful moments, and these blissful moments, they all serve to let us know, oh, we are so alive. Invite you, dear ones, to perhaps bring some gentle movement into your toes and your fingers. Maybe taking a stretch, a yawn, a sigh. And as you're ready, gently fluttering open the eyes. And if it feels good to come back up to a seated position, I invite you to do so. And if you need to, stay where you are and keep breathing and receiving this marvelous attunement. I invite you to do that. I invite you to take good care of yourself, whatever that means. And if you are coming back up to a seat, I would love to feel you. I would love to see in the chat, how are you feeling? What is remember we did a snapshot before, letting yourself feel what changed, what got attuned, what resonated in you this evening. How do you feel, my loves? Yes, you do totally belong. Each and every one of us totally belong. Yes. And if you feel up for sharing a gem from your remembrance, something that you remembered, I welcome you to put that in the chat as well. And up to you. Share at will. And I would love to hear and see and thank you. This is such a beautiful, wow, lighter and more grounded, feeling I am enough, remembered my power and purpose. You are in divine order. Yes, I am deeply loved, peaceful and grateful, transformed and reminded that we are loved unconditionally. Yes, yes. Blessed be, blessed be. Yes. Oh, beloveds. Yes, belonging. We did a grief ritual here a few years back, and we several of us on this call tonight were there, and what a divine opportunity that was. Grief ritual, it's a tradition of the Dagara people of Burkina Faso, and my teacher Lawrence Cole led it, and he's been a grief tender for a long time. Studied with Malidoma Some and Subamfu Some, and it was life changing. First of all, one of the key takeaways that I got was this sense of belonging, and I had never really thought about that word. I had never really understood or had the invitation to even understand what that means. And what I understood from that experience was that belonging is a core human need. We all need it. We need it. And our culture has stripped away so many of the rituals and traditions that help us to feel it, that help us to, as one of you said, feel interconnected, locked in with the whole, and to feel that, yes, I am a people. Like, we are a people. We are one. We are one, truly. And what an incredible thing to get to glimpse, And it's been a deep inspiration for me ever since. And I'm really excited to share this new offering with you all that came through, because it is so relevant to the themes we've been exploring tonight around feeling inadequate, insufficient, not living up to expectations of ourselves and others' expectations of us, and really living from this place of scarcity, living from this place of lack, and seeing how that shows up in all of these places in our lives, from how we look, in our relationships, our bank accounts, our relationship with time, right? Always feeling like there's not quite enough and we're not quite there. And if only we had more of XYZ, then I would feel like I were successful. Then I would feel like I was loved. Then I would feel like I belong, right? So I'm really excited to share with you this offering that really, the way that I can best describe it is like, oh, I'm taking a stand for radical belonging. That's what this is. This is a group experience, a group journey into a seed that we are going to sprout together of radical belonging in our lives. So I am going to share a couple of slides with you because I love beauty. Spirit eats beauty. That's something that I learned in the grief ritual. And so I wanted to put some things out for those of you who like to see visuals. And are you excited? Because I'm really excited to share with you all. This is a really sweet moment for me. So this new offering is called More Than Enough. More than enough. Yes, we are. Let's stop messing around with this like tomfoolery that we aren't enough and there isn't enough. More than enough. Yes, this is what I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it, ladies and gents and humans who are ready for radical transformation. I'm bringing it. So this is my new offering, More Than Enough. It is an invitation to lay your patterns of scarcity to rest once and for all, like rest in peace, scarcity, peace out, and embrace a life and legacy of bounty. I invite you to join me. This is a 7-week transformational live group coaching experience for humans who are totally ready to leave behind the beliefs and the behaviors of the not enoughness, right? It's like that land in the never ending story. If anyone remembers that, the nothing, this is what I think about it. It's the not enoughness. It's this gray cloud just like invading our lives. No, we are clearing that out, stepping into a lifestyle and a lasting mindset of true and radical abundance all across the landscape of our lives. Yep, that's what's happening. So the question, what would it really feel like to shift from chronic not enough thinking, which, let's get real, totally affects our relationships, our friendships, and our romantic relationships, our familial relationships, the opportunities in our lives, our bank accounts, our belonging, and our self-worth? Shifting from all that into this embodied, full, wholehearted knowing that there is more than enough and I am more than enough and I am taking a stand for that. This is the potential that I believe is awaiting us on the other side of this transformation. And it's really no less than a life and a mind liberated from false fear-based notions that we have to prove ourselves just to exist, like just to be here on the planet, just to be a functioning, happy human, right? Like, let's, like, just enough. Enough is enough, right? I've been totally geeking out on the word enough. For those of you who get into this, we will talk so much about this, but I'm a word nerd and I've really been geeking out about the word enough. So, you're invited to join me. This is a 7-week journey into remembrance, renewal, and radical belonging. So we begin on Tuesday, April 6th, and it's going to be 7 weeks of clear, playful guidance. And so let me break it down for you. We're going to have 5 90-minute live group classes. I'll share with you in just a moment the curriculum, but those will be where I'm teaching, sharing slides, going through a really deep dive into different sections of our lives where scarcity shows up and where we are choosing abundance, bounty, plenty instead. Then we've got 2 90-minute live creative coaching labs, which I'm super excited about. The creative coaching labs are a time for Q&A. They are a time to get coaching from me in the group. And they're also going to be a time where we weave in songs, poems, prose, movement, and creative expression to root these beliefs and these ideas and these patterns into our body. So to really ground down these notions of abundance in new, powerful, and super playful ways. I'm excited about that. I think about it as like the open mic. It's kind of like the open mic coaching lab. And then we'll have a WhatsApp group for community support and accountability, plus a beautiful guidebook to lead you step by step into this lasting legacy of abundant living. And legacy, I want to say, I chose that word. That word came through for me really clearly because this is what our ancestors left, and this is what we are leaving behind. That is the definition of the legacy. It is what we are inheriting from our ancestors, from our heritage as human beings on earth, and what we are leaving for those who come after. This is the breakdown of our syllabus. Week 1, more than enough time. That's right. So all y'all who find yourself complaining all the time about, oh my gosh, there's never enough time and I never have enough time for all the things I want to do, and how am I going to do all that, and I'm always running late, and like it's not my fault, it's like there's just not enough time. We are going to totally reframe your relationship with time, changing it from an enemy to an ally. Week 2, more than enough prosperity. That's right. We're totally going to dive into mindful money management. We're going to face how we feel about our finances. We're going to look at the difference between wealth and prosperity, and there is a big difference. And we are going to choose, again, to consciously move into that space of plenty and remembering what enough actually means. Week 3, we have a coaching lab. Week 4, more than enough opportunity. This is where we're going to dive into FOMO and what ifs and I want to become a coach or an acupuncturist or a Spanish teacher, but there's not enough room for me. Like the market's flooded, or I had that once, but it's gone and I'll never get it back. So all of that type of thinking that we miss the boat. That's what more than enough opportunity is about. Week 5, more than enough love. We are going to dive super deep into the lifelong work of keeping our heart open, which I believe is the biggest work of our lives, and recognizing that there is endless amounts of love. Week 6, we have another coaching lab, and week 7, final week, is quite simply, I am more than enough. You are more than enough. We are more than enough. This is the legacy of your soul, my friends. Can I get a witness? This is what I'm talking about. So this is for you, quite simply, if you are totally sick and tired of living from a lack mentality. Just that, no more, no less. If you are totally sick and tired of living from scarcity, it shows up in our life in so many tricky ways. And it is especially for you if you're feeling not only sick and tired of your old behaviors, but you're willing to actually do something about it. Like you're feeling like, yes, the time is now. We are in this amazingly crazy, wild roller coaster of an era on planet Earth school. And like, I'm going in. I'm throwing in all my chips. I'm doing it right now. This is for my revolutionaries at heart. This is bigger than you. In the words of David White, go beyond yourself. This is the legacy of all our ancestors before us, and the greatest gift, I believe, that we could leave for those who come after. So the investment for this experience is $597, and I'm also offering a payment plan, 2 payments of $325, and this is a fraction of the price of any of my one-on-one mentorships. So this is a great way to work with me. If you've been wanting to connect with me, if you've been wanting to dive in and like do something juicy and transformational, and also do it in community, if you're someone who knows that like, yeah, I love what she's doing, and also like I need accountability and I can't do this on my own, this is totally for you. So I also wouldn't be, it would be remiss if I didn't offer you some super sweet bonuses to really bring as many of you on board, because we got to do this alone. Like this is the truth, is that I don't want to do this alone. I want to do this with my community, with my people. I want to be a people stepping into radical belonging. That's what we're doing here. So bonuses for you all. And just so you know, this is the first time I am speaking this, offering this to anybody. So you all are getting first dibs on all of this. First and foremost, I'm offering a free one-on-one 1-hour coaching session for the first 7 folks who enroll. That's a pretty good deal. It's almost the value of the entire course on its own. So that's a pretty good deal right there. Second bonus is that I am putting together a more than enough, which me, the acronym, I mean, you like that? How do you like that? I'm putting together a care package, hand-selected with love by me, full of tools to help you on your journey, sent to you in the mail. In the mail! Who does that? Britta does that. Bonus number 3 is enroll with a friend, because again, we need our people the more of us that do this together, the more successful we're going to be. And then we can actually hold each other accountable in life, right? As we're taking these ideas and integrating them, we need our people. We need our pod of like, oh yeah, yes, you are enough. Let me remind you. Let me help you when you forget, because this is a process of remembering. So if you enroll with a friend, then both of you get $50 of your tuition back. So extra discount there. All you have to do is email me and let me know, hey, we signed up together, or they signed up and then I signed up. Can we get that discount thing? The answer is yes. So I hope that that is titillating and tantalizing for all of you, beautiful ones. And we begin on Tuesday, April 6th, which is a little over 3 weeks from now. So again, this is an invitation, my loves. I know we've been getting really deep. I've been geeking out really deep on archetypes lately. So this is an invitation. Like, take my hand, join me, awaken your inner activist, right? Your inner activist in service of claiming that you belong to a life where you know beyond all doubt that you are, and therefore all of us are, enough. This is what I'm offering. So the link to a landing page where you can read all the details, you can see all the dates, you can read all that good stuff, is bit.ly/more than enough course. And I will also drop that in the chat. And I don't know if it's clickable, but you can copy and paste it and you should be able to go find the page. So, my loves, thank you so much for taking all that in. I know it was a lot of information. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat. I'm here now. I know we are at time. And I'm also available if you would like to ask me any questions about the course right now. I can see that it's not clickable, so let me drop a clickable link in there for you. Okay, that should work, that link. So I really hope some of you join me. This program came through at 3 o'clock in the morning when I was on the brink of an anxiety attack. It's true. It was literally a miracle. And I'm so grateful. It really pulled the rug out from under me. I had a total other plan for this spring, and this just said, oh, no, you're not doing that. You're doing this. Like, this is what you're doing. And I went, oh. And what's amazing is I've been studying A Course in Miracles. And so I've actually been really, really leaning into these ideas of, please show me where to go. And when I say I'm talking to the universe, I'm talking to Creator, Source. Please show me where to go. Please put me in the path where I will be well utilized. And show me what needs to happen. Show me how I can be of service and support to my community. This isn't about what I want. I just want to be helpful, right? This has really been my prayer. And so this is what came through. So it is my prayer and my hope and my dream and my wish that we can all hold hands, metaphorically speaking, and do this together. And who knows, maybe post-COVID, we'll be able to have a more than enough retreat somewhere beautiful in the forest, and we can all sing songs about the bounty of our lives and our belonging together. And in the meantime, there will be singing. There will be singing in this experience. So just know that. So yes, the sessions will be on Tuesday evenings for 7 Tuesdays in a row. So starting April 6th, going through May, not sure what the last class is. And they will all be recorded. So, of course, best if you can attend live. And if you can't attend live, they will all be recorded. So, it will all be available for you as well. So, for those of you wanting to jump off, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for bringing your hearts. Thank you for sharing in the chat. Thank you for remembering. And thank you to your circle of care. Thank you to all of our circles of care for holding us in such a sweet, gentle space. And I want to invite you to remember that you can call in that circle of care anytime. They are always, always, always there for you. And they will remember. They will remember. And they will help you remember what you've forgotten. So, my loves, longing to belong. I am longing to belong. May you rest easy tonight. Drink some water. Move slowly. Let all of this juicy vibration integrate into your evening. Rest well. Reach out to me with any questions at all about the program, info at Britta GreenViolet. I'm happy to hop on a call and answer any of your questions. If you're not sure if it's a good fit, let me know and let's get on the phone, and I'm happy to help you figure it out. So thank you, dear ones. Blessed be, blessed new moon. The actual new moon is tomorrow. So feel free to call in your circle of care again tomorrow, light a candle, burn some incense, burn one of your plant allies, call that circle back in, and simply let them hold you. Let them remind you that you are enough, always and forever. So much love to you all. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be, and I hope to see you. If not in the program, then I will see you hopefully next month for our first new moon of the springtime. Take good care, loves. See you then.